Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs, and today I have two new cards and an envelope that I want to share with you. I don't know if you have seen yet the curvy cards. So I have the curvy card and then I have the double curve card, and this is the curve card. They lay flat when you take them out of your envelope, and then you can bend them to pop open. They are an A7 card, which means they fit a 5 by 7 envelope. Or the cards are 5 by 7, so the envelope's a little bit bigger than that. And then when you flip them over, you've got plenty of room for a note or a sentiment. You could decorate the back sides with some of the same elements if you wanted to. This is our Be Happy card, and I will actually show this one to you in another video. The ones that I'm going to do today are for school. So I have a teacher card and a graduation card. And then I also have the envelope. The envelope does not come with the cards. It is a separate purchase, but it will be free here in a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to start with the envelope just so you can see how it goes together. So the envelope has two pieces. It has the actual envelope and it has the liner. You will need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper to cut this. So it has 4 score lines on the envelope and 1 score line on the liner. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to take the liner and score it. And then we're going to take the envelope and we're going to score everything up towards us. Oops. Okay, there's the envelope. Front, back. The only thing that I'm going to glue is I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put tape on the bottom on the 2 sides. And you want to make sure that it's taped down pretty good, but that you don't put tape past where this fold is, this tab, because if you get it over here, then it's going to stick to the front. So let's go ahead and open it up, and before I fold that, I want to put tape on my liner. It doesn't take a lot. I just kind of do the 4 sides. And you could also glue this if you wanted to, but you want to be careful that you don't get too much glue on it and it makes your card wavy. So you want to use a good glue that's made for paper. We're going to go ahead and just line that up. Press it. I'm going to fold the top so that those 2 score lines match up. Fold this back in and then fold the bottom up. And there is your 5 by 7 card that is going to fit these curvy cards or the double curvy card perfectly. Then when you get ready to mail it, you can either tape this or you can fold it over and put a seal, whichever one you prefer. Okay, so now let's do our curvy card that is for a teacher. It comes with a printable sentiment. It says "Number 1 Teacher," and I just printed this on my white cardstock and cut it out. Then you'll have your front piece, and this front piece has 2 stars. You'll have your embellishment, and I will show you all of those pieces as we put it together. We have the middle piece, which is a stand, and 2 decorative panels that go on top of it. We have 2 more decorative panels and the card base. So the card base has a score line right down the middle. We're just going to fold that over. And then if you'll look at it, there are 2 little guidelines on here. They don't really serve a purpose. They just help you when you put the stands on them. However, they are going to be covered with this paper. So it's up to you if you want to take those out or not. But that's all they are, is they're just a guideline, and they're not going to show on this side, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to take our 2 larger embellishment panels and we're going to just glue them to the back. to the front of the back card. And they have a little bit of a shadow all the way around. Whoops, my glue gun is having issues today. There we go. So there is the inside of the card, and again the back of the card where you could write a message if you wanted to. So the inside piece, or the stand piece, has 4 score lines, and we're going to score them all down. So there is one on this side, and one on the other side, and then there are 2 in the middle that line up with this tab. And this tab is what's going to actually hold your image in place, your embellishment image. So once that's folded, then we can go ahead and add our squares. And these are more rectangles. They're not perfect, so you want to make sure, perfect squares. So you want to make sure that you get them going in the right direction. And then we're going to take these 2 tabs and put tape on them. And fold them under. Okay. Now, if you did not have your embellishment panels on here, and these are optional, so you might choose not to put them on there, you would have your 2 guidelines, but when you cover them up, it's still pretty easy to figure out where this goes. So we're going to line it up with the bottom, and we're going to line that tab right in the middle of the score line. Just like that. And then press on those 2 tabs. So that they pop open. Okay, now let's go ahead and do our embellishment, our middle piece. So for this one we have, whoops, let me bring it up farther so you can see it. For this one we have the apple, the pencil, and the report card or the notebook. The pencil has some kind of tiny pieces, but they will cut out with your machine, not a problem. Mine did. And then you have your apple with the leaf and your report card. So I'm going to glue my report card on first. Yeah, let's do some glue. And if you'll just line it up so it matches the holes, it's going to be right on. There is a little teeny bit of brown shadow all the way around it. It is perfect. Okay, then I'm going to do my apple. I'm going to glue my apple on next. And the leaf. And now let's assemble our pencil. So the easiest way for the pencil is you can glue the yellow one on first, or you can start at the top. So I'm going to start at the top and glue the eraser on first. I'm working around the camera stand. Let me pull it out, make sure I got it. Yep, it's on there, right? And then we're going to have that little silver piece. And then we're going to take the yellow pencil part. Now, if you did not want to cut all of these pieces out, you could turn it into a print and cut. If you were in Cricut, you would just build it and flatten it. If you were in Silhouette, you would turn off all the line colors, build it up, and then just print it. And then we have our little lid right there on the bottom. Pretty tiny, but completely doable. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and just line that up. But before I do that, I want to glue it onto the background piece. And that one I'm going to tape. Now I can glue my pencil. And there is our embellishment piece. Now, to line this up, the first thing you want to do is just lay it over there, and you want to make sure that it's not falling off the side or the top, because then it won't fit into your envelope. So you're going to kind of figure out where you want it, mark it, and then just put glue on just that tab piece down as far as you need it. Kind of pull it up and hold it for a second. You want to make sure that it doesn't hang over the edges or the top, so that it fits in the envelope. All right, now let's do our front piece that has the print and cut. So I'm going to move that to the side. This piece has 2 stars. It has the printable, and it has 2 score lines. So I'm going to go ahead and take those score lines and fold them down. Then we're going to glue on our sentiment. We're just going to glue that right on there. And if you want to, you can just kind of take it between your thumb and your finger and train it a little bit so that it curves. But it'll work great. And now we just have the 2 stars. To glue on. Let's go ahead and take tape and tape those 2 tabs. Oops, right down there. We're going to fold the tabs under, and then we're going to line them up on each edge of the card, matching the bottom. So when the card is flat and comes out of the envelope, that's what it looks like. And then when you open it, you pull it out, and you can kind of bend it, and there is your curvy card. Number 1 teacher. Let's slip it in the envelope. This envelope's really stiff because it's the first time I've used it. So we're just going to slide it in there. Fold it, mail it, the recipient gets it, they pull it out, and they can display it on their desk or anywhere else. Next up is the congratulations. For this card, we have a printable that says congratulations, and then the front piece, and it also has 2 stars. I'll set those up there. The middle piece is a graduation cap and a diploma. Set those to the side. We have the inside piece with the decorative panels. We have 2 more decorative panels and some extra stars that you can use if you would like to, don't have to, and the card base. So the card base, we're just simply going to score it on that middle score line and fold it. And open it up, and once again you have these 2 guides if you need them, but we're going to actually cover them up with the decorative panels. They're just there for those that are not using the decorative panels and are a little unsure of where to place the inside piece. I'm just going to lay this right down here. I do have some more cards in the work. I have another one that's called a double curvy card. It's not quite ready to show you, but I think you're going to really enjoy it, especially if you like these cards. It's a lot of fun, just a little bit different. Okay, so there is our embellishment panels. I'm not going to add the stars on just yet until I add that middle piece. So let's go ahead and take our middle piece, and we have 4 score lines. We're going to fold those all down. And then we can add our decorative panels to those. And they are not perfect, so you're going to want to make sure that you've got them going in the right direction. They're not perfect squares. Make sure they're going in the right direction. And these would be really fun cut from your printed paper or pattern paper, or printed with some digital paper or patterns. And they have a little bit of the shadow showing behind it. Okay, next up we're going to put tape on those 2 tabs on the edges. Move that out of the way so this right in the center. Fold those tabs down, and then we're going to line this up so that it's right along the bottom, and this tab goes right up the middle of that score line. And if you did not have the embellishments there, you would line it up on those 2 lines that are right there. Let's go ahead and do our embellishment piece, our inside layered piece. So we have the graduation cap that has the tassel, the top and the bottom, and then we have our diploma and a ribbon. And I'm going to actually just tape that. So on the diploma, we're going to line it up so it's right along the bottom, and then there is a little bit of a shadow behind it, and then we will add our ribbon. Okay, that glue is about gone. I don't know that this one has much more in it. There we go. Just add that right there so you can kind of see the shadow. Take your bottom piece. We're going to glue it. Little bit of shadow. Oops. Take the cap. Getting way too much glue on there, but. And then the tassel. That will dry clear. Okay, so now we need to add this embellishment piece to the inside. So we're going to fold it flat, and we're going to lay this on here. This one's pretty easy to center because you want to make sure that the cap is kind of right there in the middle. And you don't want to place it too high. You want to make sure that everything is inside the card. So I'm just going to hold my finger right underneath there to mark it, and then put some glue on just the tab piece down to my finger. You don't want it on the squares because then it won't pop up correctly. Go ahead and let that glue And I'm going to open it up and just kind of press it. Okay. And now I can add my stars if I want to. So I'm just going to, you have one large star and then 4 smaller stars, and you can put them wherever you want on the card. You can do this in the graduate's color, school color. Could do it all in black and grays. Gold would be really pretty. So many options for this. I said on another video that my graduating colors, my high school colors were red and black, and so I just automatically do all of my graduation cards with red and black. And if I change it up a little bit, I do blue and yellow because that was my kids. But anyway, okay, so there is the back and the middle of your card. Now let's go ahead and do the front. So you have 2 more stars, and congratulations. And these stars are actually bigger than the stars that we did in the teacher. The print and cut is the same size and the tab is the same size, but the stars are different, and because of that the placements are different. So you could interchange the print and cut, but on this one you probably would not want to interchange the middle or the front tab. So let's take the front tab and we're going to fold that down, the 2 tabs on the score lines. And then we're going to take our congratulations, which is print and cut. So no dealing with little tiny letters. And let's just go ahead and center that and glue it right there. Oops. And then I like to just curve it a little bit by taking it between my thumb and my finger and just giving it a little bit of a curve, kind of training those papers to work together. We can add our stars. So there's 1 star. There's the 2nd star. And then we'll add tape to both of those tabs. And they're kind of fat tabs, that's so that they have a little bit of strength, but you're going to want to make sure you've got a lot of glue on there so that they don't pop up, or a lot of tape. Okay, we're going to fold those 2 tabs down, and then we're just going to start on one side and put this score line, that fold, right along the edge of the card, matching the bottom. Take it over and do the same thing on this side. And there is your congratulations curvy card. And that one will also work in this envelope. So we can send it, pull it out. And there is your congratulations curvy card. Sets up on a desk or shelf. You can put your note back here. If you're doing this in black, you could cut out 2 more of the decorative panels, maybe put them in white so that you have a place to write your notes. And there you go. So 2 curvy cards for the end of the year or the beginning of next year, school promotions, teachers, anything that you can think of. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos, and have a great day.